Hey guys, this is Red and today I built a really interesting fort in vanilla Minecraft, and this is something that you can also do because it uses only redstone mechanisms. You can do it in survival, you can build it in other versions. So for example, if you're a Pocket Edition player or a console player, you can build this really interesting fort. So as you can see here, it's not really interesting from the outside because of course there's lava all around it, and the only way to access it is by knowing how to access it. And you'll be of course the only player that knows it because you of course watched my video. Okay, but anyways, we have to eliminate this lava here. So how do you do that? It's really simple. You go in one of the corners here, you get as close as possible to the lava, pay attention to don't burn, look at the corner between these two lava blocks, and you count 1, 2 and 3 pixels. So you see that this is the first pixel, second pixel and third pixel. All you have to do, you have to right click and keep looking upwards on that pixel. And as you can see, you will be able to access this chest. It is a trapped chest that will deactivate these dispensers that will take the lava back in the buckets that I previously placed inside, and the lava will stop flowing. Okay, so that was the first defense of the fort. Now that the lava is gone, we still cannot go inside this fort because there's no opening, of course, unless we have a pickaxe and break everything down. Now that's why I have these carrots here in my inventory. They're not because I want to eat them, but because I need them. So what you'll have to do, you take an item. It doesn't have to be carrots, you can use any type of item, any block. What you have to do, you go on this side of the fort where there's this different hole. You go on this corner of the block, and all you have to do, you look at the texture of this obsidian block. You see that there's this black line and this violet line. And now what you have to do, you have to jump, press Q really quick and go on this block. And you can see that a redstone mechanism was activated by this pressure plate. So you can see that when the item falls down on this pressure plate, this mechanism gets activated and it brings you inside the fort. If we take the item back, the mechanism will be deactivated and the block will go up again and the fort will be inaccessible. Now, there's a few things that you can do inside this fort. Of course, you can defend yourself. You can use these levers to shoot some arrows at your enemies. Then you can go up here, shoot arrows from this part of the fort. And if you want to be protected, just open this chest. That will activate all of these dispensers that of course will empty the buckets and make the lava flow down. Now, if you want to exit this fort, you'll have to deactivate this mechanism for a moment. So you'll have to make sure that lava is not flowing outside the fort. So while the lava finishes to flow, let's go down here. Okay, perfect. And this is the mechanism that will allow us to go outside. So you can see here that the lava drips. Until this doesn't finish, you don't have to go up because of course you'll be launched into lava unless you have a fire resistance potion. So you see that now lava is not dripping anymore. Now step on this slime block, activate this button, and boom, you'll get out really quick. And of course the piston will extend again, so no one can access the fort anymore. Now if you want to protect it again, all you have to do, you open this chest, if you can do it, boom, and the lava will start flowing again around it. Okay guys, so now that you want to build this fort, make sure that you follow the steps that I'm going to do. So we'll have to start by digging the base of our fort, and you'll have to dig a shape that looks exactly like what you're seeing here on the screen. Make sure that it is 2 blocks deep, then you choose any block that you want. Make sure that it is not a glass block, a block that burns, or a block that cannot be moved by pistons. For example, I've chosen some blocks of coal. Then replace the first layer here with these blocks. You'll need a total of 16 of these blocks. Now that we're done, we need to dig down the central part of our structure. Now this hole should be deep, other 4 blocks under the layer of coal blocks in my case. Now you choose 2 of the directions that you want, for example north and south or east and west, and you will have to extend this part under the coal blocks. 1 and 2. Then you choose another direction, for example for me is west, and you extend this part for other 4 blocks. Right, so the redstone that you'll need are 20 pieces of redstone, 4 sticky pistons, 1 wooden pressure plate, a button, 4 redstone torches, 3 redstone repeaters, 64 of any building blocks that you want, 1 slime block and 4 obsidian blocks. Right, so go exactly in the middle of this square hole and place 1 and 2 of the building blocks that you've chosen. Then destroy the bottom one, take it, and place the wooden pressure plate on top of it. And then a piece of redstone under of this block. Then we'll need a redstone repeater here, set on 4 ticks. Place 1, 2 and 3 of the building blocks and then extend this redstone on top of them. Now here at the end we'll have to place a redstone torch right here. Then we need to extend this other part of the redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. place a building block here, a redstone torch here, and another building block on top of this redstone torch. Now we'll need to dig this block for just a moment, because we'll need to place a sticky piston looking upwards. And there we go. We should be able to activate it when we step on this pressure plate. Right, so now we have to connect this part of the redstone with our second piston, so let's place a piston looking towards us exactly here, and then connect it with the redstone. So place 1, 2, 3 building blocks, one here, and then a piece of redstone here, so we can connect that redstone torch with the piston that should extend. Right, now place a redstone torch here and use your building blocks to connect that wall with this other one. Now let me go up, fill this with building blocks, and now we have to connect that redstone torch with this piston going on these exact blocks. Place a piece of redstone here that should make the piston contract, then a redstone repeater looking this direction, and then connect it with the piston. Let me go outside because we finished to build here, and we can place these blocks back because we don't have to come here anymore. Now there's only one last block that we have to place, so go here and place it exactly next to the piston because we don't want this redstone dust to connect with the other one. And now it should be done. Let me place back the block of coal so we can see how the mechanism works. Let me step on the pressure plate, and you see that everything works really well. Now, how does this work? It is simple. Let me drop a block on top of the pressure plate so we can activate it. So you can see that the redstone circuit right under it divides in two circuits. One goes to one piston and one goes to the other piston. So this part of the redstone goes onto this block that inverts this redstone torch and of course makes the piston contract. Then the second part of the circuit goes into this redstone repeater that is set to 4 ticks because we wanna delay the redstone signal. The redstone signal goes up here, inverts this redstone torch that makes this second piston contract. So basically when this second piston retracts, it takes this block of coal right here, and then this means that the redstone coming from this redstone torch can pass through the block and be detected by this redstone repeater. The redstone repeater will bring the redstone signal back to the piston that will contract again and leave the block on the first piston. Then if you take the item back, of course the first piston will be activated first and bring back the block on its place. Right, so now I want to build the redstone part that makes me able to go out of the fort. So I extended this part for other blocks in this direction. Then we'll have to dig 1 and 2 blocks here because we are going to place a sticky piston right there. But we have to place it looking towards us. So to do so we need to go up and place it looking right here. Okay, well done. Now leave a block of distance from this piece of redstone and place a sticky piston looking upwards and this lime block on top of it. Now we'll have to connect this piston to a button. We need to place this redstone repeater set on 2 ticks and then a piece of redstone that went in my inventory and then a piece of redstone right here. Then place your building block on top of it and a button going right here. Right, so now I want to connect this button with the second sticky piston that is up there. So place a block right here and the last redstone torch at the bottom of this piston. Then to connect it, really simple, we need to use the last redstone that we have in our inventory. So dig a hole here and really simple, connect it with the redstone. So when I press this button, the redstone signal will go first here, invert this redstone torch that will make the piston retract, and then it goes here. Since we have a redstone repeater set on 2 ticks, the redstone will reach this piston 1 tick later, and then all it does, it launches us in the air. Boom, and we are done. Now if you want, you can use these obsidian blocks near the slime block and complete your floor with any type of building block. Let me try if it works. Let me stand here on the slime block, press the button. Whoops, why didn't it work? Oh yeah, because I wasn't staying in the middle of it. So make sure that you stand exactly in the middle of the slime block. And then it works. And all we have to do now, we have to build the rest of the fort. So all you need is here in my inventory. You can pause the video, take everything and then come back and build with me. You need 4 iron trapdoors, 4 levers, 3 iron bars, 4 buckets of lava, 44 pieces of obsidian, 1 trapped chest, 4 dispensers and 5 ladders. Okay, perfect. So let's start building the base of it. We need to place some blocks of obsidian right like I'm doing. Then the second layer is the same. On the third layer, oh god, what did I do? On the third layer we'll need to leave some space for the iron trapdoor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll place this here so I can place the iron trapdoors. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we can remove these blocks here and continue building with our obsidian. We can cover this layer, all of it, and then again we need to leave some space for the iron bars, 1, 2 and 3, and we'll need to leave this hole here to be able to drop the items inside. Then cover this other layer fully, there we go. And on the last layer, place other 4 blocks of obsidian on the corners, and we'll need to place the dispenser looking towards the outside of the fort. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's place 1 lava bucket in each of them, 2, 3, 4, and finally we can place the trap chest here in the middle. Right, so now there's one last thing to do. We need to go inside. Let me go in game mode 1 so I can do it really quickly, and place the levers here so we can open and close the iron trapdoors and then shoot arrows from there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we take the ladders, place 1 ladder here, 1, 2, and bring this down to the end of the basement. And of course fill it with your ladders. And there we go, we are done. Whoops guys, I did a mistake, because when you are on top of your fort, you should be able to see outside, and you'll need to destroy these 1, 2 and 3 blocks here. Make sure that you remove only the blocks above the iron bars, not this one. And yeah, now we are done with our fort. So when we right click on the chest, it opens and activates all 4 the dispensers that will empty the buckets and of course protect your fort. If we right click it again, boom, you'll be able to drop your items through this hole. Where is it? It is here. And of course activate the pressure plate that is down here, activate the whole redstone mechanism and get inside. So guys, let me do it another time so I can show you that it works. There's a problem though. If you're lagging, it may not work properly, as I saw from my computer. I went to my video settings and selected a bigger render distance, and I saw that I wasn't able to go inside it. So make sure that you are not lagging. Let me drop the item. Boom, and now it works perfectly. Come on, I have to stay exactly in the middle of it. Let me activate it. One last thing to mention is that when you drop the items through this hole, sometimes they get stuck in this exact part, so they don't fall on the pressure plate. If you want to avoid having this problem, all you can do, you can replace this lever with a normal block. So guys, that was it about this redstone tutorial. I hope that you liked today's creation, and if you did so, leave a big fat thumbs up under this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, if you want, you can share this video and follow me on Twitter. You'll find all the links down below in the video description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all guys in my next video. Bye!